What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today I'm going to show you the top day trading mistakes I made as a brand new trader so you don't have to. Check it out. Alright guys, so the very first mistake I ever made as a brand new trader was chasing alerts. It really was. I'll never forget it. As a brand spanking new trader, I started searching Google on how to learn how to day trade. That's what I was looking for. How to learn how to day trade, day trading courses, day trading alerts. That's what I would search for on Google. And I came across a place and I joined it. It was cheap enough. I think it was like $50 a month or something like that. I mean, look, the reality is that you spend a whole lot more and a whole lot less of stuff, for like a whole lot less in return every single month. So I figured $50 a month, maybe I'll learn something. And I joined that group, and right out the gates, I was lazy about it. And I said to myself, all I need to do is just follow his alerts and I'll be profitable. And I even went as far as talking to the guy and asking him, look, flat out, if I buy when you buy and sell when you sell, will I make money? And he said, I give him props. He said initially, you should not do that. You should rather try to learn why I'm buying where I'm buying, why I'm selling where I'm selling. And then I said, look, that's all fine and dandy. I want to learn, yes, but will I make money while I'm learning by following your alerts, okay? By mirror trading. And he said, yes. Guess what? I didn't really make money. All right. Why? Because mirror trading doesn't work. My main mistake when I first started was doing that. I didn't learn. I wasn't understanding the process behind the alerts, why he was entering where he was entering, exiting where he was exiting. He was making money and I wasn't. Why? Well, because he knew a trade plan. He knew what he was doing. I knew nothing, right? The trade alerts should be used basically for you to learn why is the trader entering where they're entering, exiting where they're exiting, and why is their stop loss where it's at. Very, very crucial and important. So you're always going to want to know that you're learning from somebody whose main focus is risk management. That's my main focus. Risk management. So check out the daytraderchatroom.com and the free Discord link in the bottom there on the description and comment section. Come join me and learn for real. Now, that was my main mistake when I first started learning to trade. It was mirror trading, chasing alerts, no understanding on anything regarding why they were entering, where they were entering, exiting, etc. Just chasing and mirror trading, not a good fit at all. So you already know what the first mistake was that I made. What was the second mistake? Well, guys, the second mistake was simply chasing stocks higher. Yep, chasing stocks higher, meaning the stock was extending on upward and I was just buying it because, hey, that's what the YouTubers did that I was learning from, and that's what I saw the people in the room doing where I was a member of. So I said to myself, this is how you make money. Stocks go up, so you buy them as they go up. And I kept hearing, oh, break over $50, oh, break over the whole dollar. So what did I do? I don't care. The stock volume, what's that? Who knows, right? I didn't know what volume was even supposed to look like. All I knew was the stock broke the $50, so I bought it. It sounds stupid, but tell me you haven't done the same thing when you started off, right? Some of the most popular YouTubers on here, that's what they'll show you to do. And, well, generally doesn't end very well, does it? So, boom, I went ahead and did that. Chase stock higher, bought $50 breaks, bought quarter breaks, bought whole dollar breaks, only to make a little money here and lose a lot of money there, make a little money, lose a whole lot more money over and over and over again. I went as far as buying stocks running into halts. Oh my God, the stock's going to halt. Let me buy it. I buy it only to have it gap down out of the halt, even though it was going up. What a complete and utter disaster that was, guys. So that was the second mistake I made as a brand new trader. So what was the third mistake I made? Well, the third mistake I made as a brand new trader was oversizing. That's right. You see, I was taught as a brand new trader that I needed to take on at least 1,000 shares of any stock I traded to try to scalp a 10-cent move and be able to make $100. And in my mind, I only needed to do that a couple times a day in order to make $1,000 a week. And that was more than enough as a brand new trader in my mind. So I said to myself, well, I got to take 1,000 shares of any stock I trade. I mean, that's what the Furu taught me, right? So what did I do? I took 1,000 shares of any stock I traded. Quickly, I said, hey, 2,000 shares, and I take 15-cent scalps. That's $300. All I need is taking one trade a day instead of taking 2 trades a day, and I make more money. That was my thought process. Why? Because I was taught to oversize. And when you are in oversize, that means you have more risks to the downside dollar amount, and you get more nervous. So when I started to transition from trying to scalp to trading patterns, I had a situation on my hand. When you're scalping some momentum up and down really quickly. When you're trading patterns, the trades take much longer to trigger for the most part, usually. Meaning you have to allow time for those patterns to develop on the chart. And if you're in oversized, you're going to get nervous really, really quickly. You're not going to let that trade work itself out properly. And that's when you start to notice that, hey, you stopped out on a trade and it still made a move without you. Why? Because you were in oversized. You were too nervous, uncomfortable in the position. You couldn't take the unrealized red anymore. And you were like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. I got to get out of here and I got to move on. I got to do something else. I got to get out of this because it's going to hurt me too much. If you start feeling that way, well, then you're in an oversized trade and you're hurting yourself. And that was the next thing I did that didn't work out very well for me. Now, how did I fix all these things? How did I go from being an unprofitable brand new trader to a profitable trader, 5-6 years later? Well, how did I do it? It's very simple. I started to get educated properly from good sources. I started to learn to trade patterns on longer time frames versus scalping pennies on 1-minute charts. All right. I started to learn how to properly trade and manage my risk. And I started to learn basically from scratch again. I had to be willing to put everything I had learned, which was improper, to a side, erase that whole year or two of knowledge, quote unquote, and move on to something different and learn properly. I had to pay money to go through the courses properly and actually learn, my way. It cost money because going to school cost money. And trading is the only profession I believe in the world at this point where people think they can just download an app and learn to trade. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to learn to trade that way, especially not within a decent amount of time and without blowing up accounts, right? So it's better to learn through the proper process. That means dishing out a couple of bucks. You imagine a world where you can dish out a few $100 and learn to trade and go through a simulator and get mentorship versus blowing a few $1,000s, blowing up accounts left and right, trying to figure out what type of trader you are, period. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, people want to do that day in, day out, because they think that they can come off the couch, step onto the field, and trade against bankers, hedge funds, profitable traders like myself and people in my trading room. They think they can come off the couch and just step onto the field and trade against us when we already know what we're doing. It's not going to work. So I had to get educated. Look, I'm not here to tell you get educated by me. You don't have to. Go get educated somewhere else, but get educated. If you so choose to get educated from me, thedaytraderchatroom.com. We got an obscene amount of courses and content, one-on-one mentorship, live trading every single day, live recaps and live lessons, and live questions and answers every single day the market is open. All right? So if that's what you choose, then check out the links in the description and comment section below, or drop me a question down there and I'll go ahead and answer it for you, and we can go from there. Those are my top mistakes as a brand new trader. What were yours? And were any of mine the same as yours? The same ones you've possibly made? If so, let's talk about it in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching. Smash the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you're alerted when I go live in pre-market 8 to 9, and I'll catch you on the next one.